In the vast plains where the wind sweeps through the high grasses and where dust rises under the hooves, a timeless discussion resonates among riders and breeders. It is a debate that animates campfires, tack rooms, and gatherings after a long day of labor. Who truly reigns over cattle work? Is it the quarter horse or the Criollo horse? On one side, we have the quarter horse, a machine of precision, explosive, fast as the crack of a whip, capable of lightning starts and stops of a controlled brutality. On the other, we have the Criollo, a symbol of absolute resistance, economical, rustic, and tireless, capable of working from sunrise to sunset without ever losing its glory. These are two giant horses, two completely different genetic selection philosophies, but both were created and shaped with a single and unique fundamental objective: to serve the horseman and the breeder with strength, intelligence, courage, and a foolproof functionality. Today, we are going to dive into the heart of this peaceful confrontation to understand where each breed truly shines. We will do so without exaggeration, without forced rivalry, by seeking only the truth of the field, told in a simple, clear way, and without ever losing sight of the magic and romance that surround the equestrian world. To understand the quarter horse, one must go back to its origins and its creation philosophy. The quarter horse is fundamentally the horse created for absolute precision. It was born in the American West, on lands where pioneers and breeders needed an equine partner that was extremely fast over short distances, explosive, and endowed with a superior tactical intelligence to handle cattle in situations that were often intense and dangerous. Over time, this daily working horse saw its capabilities refined by the emergence of American equestrian competitions. Disciplines such as cutting, roping, reining, and working cowhorse acted as a laboratory of pitiless selection. Each sport sculpted and perfected a specific detail of pastoral work: the lightning speed, the pivoting on the hindquarters, the fascinating ability to read the intentions of the calf, and the responsiveness to the millimeter at the slightest whisper of the reins or shift in the rider's weight. The quarter horse became an athlete trained to solve complex and rapid problems with maximum efficiency. Its musculature is designed for anaerobic effort. Its powerful hindquarters act like the engine of a racing car, capable of propelling it forward in a fraction of a second to cut off the path of a fleeing steer. At the opposite end of this spectrum, we find the Criollo horse, the animal forged to face the entire day and survive everything. The Criollo emerged in the immense estancias of the southern cone of America, stretching across the pampas of Argentina, Uruguay, southern Brazil, and Paraguay. Unlike the quarter horse, which was polished by breeders seeking sporting performance and explosiveness, the Criollo was sculpted by the pitiless hand of natural selection during centuries of wild life. Before being domesticated on a massive scale, it had to survive freezing winters, stifling heat, deep mud, drought, and predators in open fields stretching as far as the eye can see. When the gauchos began using it for the hard work of cattle, they discovered a mount whose rusticity was unmatched. Modern traditional trials, such as the famous Freio de Oro, did not transform the breed. They only highlighted and reinforced the historical qualities that already flowed through its veins: a quiet strength, a precision without frills, an unshakable obedience, and above all, a very real physical and mental resistance. The Criollo is the mount made to endure what few other horses can bear, walking endless miles to gather scattered herds. The working mechanics of these two horses perfectly illustrate the divide between explosiveness and resilience. The quarter horse is the undisputed specialist of explosion. Its biomechanics are entirely structured for instantaneous responses. It possesses an acceleration that pins the rider to the back of the saddle, stops where it literally sits on its hocks, kicking up the dust of the arena or the corral, and direction changes of a formidable power. Its cow sense, that innate instinct for understanding and anticipating the movements of bovines, is the sharpest in the equine world. It is simply brilliant in high-intensity situations. the rapid isolation of a beast in a tight herd, nervous management inside a restricted pen, the throwing of the lasso requiring surgical positioning. When a correction requires an immediate reflex, the quarter horse reacts even before the human brain has totally formulated the request. It is the surgeon of cattle, precise, fast, operating with short and decisive gestures that leave no escape for the animal it pursues. The Criollo, in contrast, adopts the mechanics of a tireless generalist. Its physical structure, closer to the ground with dense bones and an ample ribcage, is made to maintain a constant rhythm, a firmness of step, and a regularity that defies time. It can work for hours on end, facing rugged, rocky, or swampy terrains without ever wavering. Its great strength lies in its prodigious emotional stability. Where a hyper-reactive horse might exhaust itself nervously in the face of the continuous pressure of a long journey or a difficult herd, the Criollo remains stoic. It stays in a state of comfort and calm during long displacements. It is consequently exceptional for work in open fields, for extensive cattle sorting where one must travel long distances even before finding the herd, and for conducting large bovine processions over several days. It is the typical horse that you saddle at dawn while the air is still biting, and which at nightfall still shows the same vigor and the same will to move forward as in the first light of day. This fundamental difference is also reflected in a striking manner in the economy, maintenance, and durability of each breed. The Criollo is globally recognized for its incredible capacity for adaptation and its maintenance economy. It is capable of maintaining an excellent body condition and adequate muscle mass even when feeding on poor or sparse pastures. It demands very little, if any, supplementation in expensive grains or concentrates. Its rusticity translates into extremely stable health. It is a horse that faces torrential rains, freezing winds, and burning sun without losing an ounce of its work performance. Furthermore, the breed is renowned for its exceptional longevity and its natural resistance to common diseases. Its hooves are reputed to be as hard as stone, which makes trimming and shoeing much simpler and less expensive, or even sometimes unnecessary on certain soft terrains. For a cattle breeder who counts his expenses, this capacity to work hard with minimal maintenance cost makes a colossal difference on the financial level. The quarter horse, for its part, requires much more technical maintenance in line with its superior athletic performance. While it is not necessarily ruinous to maintain, it undeniably demands a much more calculated and adjusted food ration for its intense efforts. Its sprinter's body, subjected to extreme biomechanical constraints during sliding stops or thundering starts, requires constant training and meticulous physical conditioning to prevent joint or tendon injuries. High-performance horses require high-performance preparation, often including preventative veterinary care, joint supplements, and highly specialized farriery. If the Criollo is the utilitarian all-terrain vehicle, robust, economical, and without frills that starts in all weathers, the quarter horse is the high-precision sports car. Both are excellent machines, but they are built for radically different uses and consequently require a level of care proportional to the complexity of their mechanics. The behavior and intelligence shown by these two breeds in face of cattle are also revealing of their deep nature. The intelligence of the quarter horse can be read in its lightning reaction and its anticipation. Facing a calf, the quarter horse seems to read the thoughts of its target. It moves laterally, lowers itself, fixes the animal with its gaze, and responds to the bovine's feints almost autonomously. It is of an exquisite sensitivity to the mouth and the aids of the rider, which allows it to learn very complex maneuvers with great speed. It integrates and memorizes sophisticated work patterns and thrives under the pressure of intense, short, and explosive work. It loves the heat of the action. The intelligence of the Criollo manifests through its unshakable docility and its psychological constancy. Its major asset is its mental balance. Facing the tumult of a frightened herd or the harshness of a long day in the rain, the Criollo does not give in to panic or annoyance. This psychological solidity makes it perfect for solitary and prolonged work environments, where absolute trust between the rider and his mount is a question of survival. It does not consume itself emotionally from the inside. It does not become capricious with fatigue. It remains attentive, obedient, and ready to execute the requested task with a loyalty that commands respect. So, faced with these detailed portraits, who who is truly the best for cattle work? The answer is both simple and deeply philosophical. There is no absolute best. There is only the best horse for the specific type of work you have to accomplish. These two equines are giants in their field, animals of a breathtaking functionality, but sculpted for worlds which, although overlapping, have diametrically opposite requirements. If your daily pastoral work involves technical, fast, intense work, a lot of time spent in narrow pens, timed lasso throws, cattle sorting requiring feline reflexes and surgical precision, then the quarter horse dominates without a shadow of a doubt. It is the supreme athlete of speed and anticipation. On the other hand, if your reality involves infinite horizons, displacements stretching over dozens of kilometers, hostile terrains, unpredictable weather conditions, and endless hours spent in the saddle without the possibility of returning to the stable before night, then the Criollo horse is the absolute monarch. It is the undisputed master of endurance and energy saving. The final point of this secular debate is that the best horse is not the one that wins theoretical arguments or passionate discussions. The best horse is the one that delivers the expected result in total safety in your daily reality. When one deeply understands this, rivalry gives way to sincere admiration. One learns to admire the one for its perfect explosion and its spectacular agility, and the other for its unshakable resistance and its silent courage. The quarter horse and the Criollo are not in competition. They complement each other in the vast mosaic of equestrian culture and global breeding. One is the lightning, the other is the rock. And both are the living and magnificent proof that even in a modern world dominated by agricultural machinery, all-terrain vehicles, and technology, the horse remains an irreplaceable partner, a force of nature, and a faithful friend for the man who lives and works in contact with the earth and the cattle.